Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Wolfeei. Today, we are on day number 29 of Daily December, only 2 days left after today. Today, I will be talking about the future of the Minecraft event scene. Now, I have already made videos on separate events, mainly being PB, Block Wars, and MCC. MCC being the predictions, Block Wars being the future Block Wars, and the potential future of PB. Mixed opinions on the videos, obviously. I mean, no need to address it too much further. But before we get into that, little shout out to myself. There will be an Among Us lobby at 2 EST, 7 p.m. GMT, I think. Let me check. Is that correct? I think it is. Yes. And I will be playing with a bunch of people, the usual people like 5up, Boostfair, Kara, Captain Sparkles, others. There will be the usual gang will be there for the most part. So yeah, hope you want to tune into that. That would be quite nice. I really enjoy playing Among Us, and I will be trying to stream them every single time if I can. Next up, or not next up, back on track. Yeah, I already made videos individually about each event, what I think each event in its own context will do. Now I want to talk about the entire event scene, because as much as I haven't really covered events like Minecraft Mayhem. I think there's something called Minecraft Mania as well, which I haven't really heard too much about besides just a name mention. And there's things like Minecraft or whatever it's called now. There's other events out there as well, obviously. But it's important to look at the entire structure of events. Not to forget to mention MCSR ranked as well, very big. But because there's so many events, every event will need to either find its own identity or you know, find a goal to reach to stand out from other events. And in this video, I'll be talking mainly about MCC, Block Wars, PB. I've already talked about those, and I will be generalizing the other events, I guess, as unfortunate as it may be, to give my opinion on what things might look like. First off, MCC. What do I think MCC will do to fit in the event scene in the future? I don't think it specifically will try to reach a certain goal, as it is the biggest Minecraft event, so it's kind of the lead player in the situation. It's not really like getting threatened, I guess, in terms of competition much. Its closest competition right now is Block Wars, and Block Wars is still a little bit behind. So for now, at least, it doesn't seem like that will be much of a concern for them. I think MCC will just continue doing what they're doing now. However, knowing the Nox crew, they will always try to innovate with something surprising, something unpredictable, something new. So I know that in my 2024 predictions for MCC in the video over here, I did state that I think a lot of the stuff that might come up is the same as 2023 or very similar. That was just me playing it safe. It's not necessarily my hopes or my, well, I also express my hopes, but it is a relatively safe option, and it doesn't include outlandish guesses, as I don't want to set an expectation. However, it is standard practice to know that the Nox crew always innovates, and they will always do something new. They always try to throw people off, or not throw people off, always throw, you know, something new, throw it at the wall, see if it sticks, and usually it does stick. And yeah, I'm sure that they'll do that again. Will MCC lean into a more competitive or a more for fun route? I think it will be the in-between candidates in terms of Minecraft events, as I think, hopefully at least, the main events will become the competitive MCCs, and the non-canon events will be the more for fun oriented events, with exception for Twitch rivals, and depending on context of other events, maybe something like a Rising could also still be pretty competitive. Regardless, I think MCC won't really do much. I think it'll just be the lead player again, and I think other events will have to make an effort to stand out rather than MCC. Moving on, Block Wars. Now for Block Wars, obviously, I know quite a bit about what Block Wars is going to do, because I happen to organize it. I will already say this, and I think I've already said this in both the future of Block Wars and in the responses to the future of Block Wars. Let me actually pull up this video and hope that I don't. Okay, I've already muted it. Thank frick. Someone already commented on this and said something I really, or something I saw in the prediction post was that The roster is going to be similar. I really hope that won't be the case, etc., etc., etc. I forgot to mention this in the actual video, the actual future blockwars video. Blockwars' goal is to try to be not a Minecraft event. And I've already expressed this in the past. Let me also skip stall because it's a little goofy. There you go. Blockwars is going to try to lean more variety in terms of the events, or the roster at least, that it's hosting. And with that will come a more for fun approach. Obviously, you've maybe noticed that from the recent Blockwars changes, is that pretty much every change we've made has either been like a fun-oriented change, or it has transformed something that was previously pretty much exclusively mechanical skill, sweat, tryhard, etc., and reshaped it, reformed it to also fit in the more for fun or lesser skilled players. For example, Battle. Battle, we introduced the capture towers to replace the capture zones, which gives an element of gameplay that no matter what skill level you're at, you can actively participate in that element of gameplay and gain points for your team. You won't get an individual, like, not a direct individual reward for attacking those towers, but it gives you an incentive to participate in the gameplay. And it just makes it a bit more active. It makes it feel more valuable and more worth it to play. So that's good. And in terms of the roster, we are extremely aware of the whole trying to be like MCC criticism that some people are giving. And I mean, we are, I guess, technically in agreement. We don't want to just be MCC2, okay? That's not the goal. We are Blockwars. It's a different event. It wants to be its own identity. And with that comes trying to get a roster that's more unique. What will that mean? Over time, in the long run, the roster will just develop, and more hopefully at least variety people will enter the scene, and our hopes is that some of them will be more recurring players like Joe Bartolozzi, who very thankfully is one of the more unique players they're in Blockwars, coming back on a frequent basis. Sleepy as well, someone to mention, who is a variety person who comes back on a regular basis. People like that are people we want to try to get in consistently, and we have a couple candidates who potentially would be interested in that. But you'll see over time. You'll see. Also, I did say newcomers will probably slow down compared to earlier 2023. I guess, yeah. Where obviously we had like 10 newcomers every single time. We don't want to do that. As much as obviously with developing a roster, you would think, oh, well, if you want to have this goal, you just want to reach it as soon as possible. Throwing 10 people into a roster that are new and just doing that every single time is just going to cause other problems. It's much better if we do it gradually, and then we have events like Rookies that allow us to bring a large influx of new people into the event all at once, and in an environment that is literally made for people that have never played before or don't play much Minecraft or just new in general. It just works. The format works, and we are very happy with it, and we're going to stick with it for now, obviously, and we'll see where things go. If things don't go to plan, I guess you'll see us stray away from our original idea, but for now, this is the plan, and we're going to stick to that. Next up, Pandoras Box. Now, obviously, when I made a video about this, it was a little bit controversial, because I made it seem, not on purpose, that I thought a split was a necessary change, and that it, according to some people, it sounded demanding and sounded maybe potentially entitled, thinking that a split needs to happen for the content creators. That is not the case, and I've already said this internally. Maybe I didn't express this in the video. I've already said this internally with a lot of people who are either players of PB or even some of the PB staff. I already said that wasn't my intention, and they are aware of that. My suggestion was, with both parties in mind, however, let's not get too deeply into that, because that is not the point of this video. What do I think PB will do to fit into the event scene? I think it will just lean into a competitive route, and it will be the competitive Minecraft event. And I think they can do a lot with that. I am very curious to see how their roster will develop over time, because there are some issues that they are going to run into and that they're already running into now. And those will develop over time. I'm curious to see what they will do. I think they are doing a good job now, and I'm hoping the best. I want to just reiterate that before people keep thinking that I don't like the event, when I clearly do. Just not sometimes from a personal playing perspective, but as a viewer, I very much enjoy the event. I think PP has a good, bright future ahead of its path, and I'm very curious to see how they will adapt further into the total Minecraft event scene as the competitive Minecraft event. They already have the title for the most part. Maybe people would argue that Blockwars Origins fits in that, but I think it's different because PB's gameplay is more built for a competitive environment. But I think it will do well, and I'm very curious to see exactly how they will flourish. And then furthermore, I mean, there's other Minecraft events on here. You already have Minecraft Mania in the thing. I don't think Minecraft Mayhem showed up here. But there are other Minecraft events as well that are actively trying to form their identity in the Minecraft event scene. I don't know their intentions. I don't know what their projections are looking like. But an event like Minecraft Mayhem or Minecraft Mania will just have to try their best. It will be difficult to compete, as when MCC was the only real competitor in the scene, there was room for competition. Obviously, like I said, no competition has gotten to the MCC level yet, as it's proven so far that a lot of work is needed to get to that quality level. Even still, the Noctru obviously are a very strong team, and it will be very difficult to compete with them. And in some cases, at least in Blockers, we don't want to compete. We don't want to compete in a negative way to the Noctru. We want to compete in a friendly rivalry, I guess. Just a mutual experience rather than one trying to overtake the other type of situation, if that makes any sense. So yeah, that is pretty much it. I think other events as well, like Minecraft, I think will just fit pretty nicely. I think they have a format that works and is very interesting and creates a unique experience every single time. But I don't think that format would work as well in an event like MCC or Block Wars. So I think it would be better for them. It would be best for them to just stick with that unique theming. And yeah, for the rest, Minecraft event scene, I mean, MCSR ranked is pretty much leaning to esports. It might already be close to Minecraft esports. I'm hoping that 2024 will allow that to flourish even further. I hope there will be a lot of potential for them to flourish as an event, or as a esport rather, for Minecraft. And for the rest, I mean, I think every other event will just have to try their best and try not to be like another event. Because if you're trying to be like an event that is, bigger than you, it's going to be really difficult to convince the people that watch that event and enjoy that event to then participate in your event if it's too similar. From experience. Anyways, thank you for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow I want to talk about a bunch of people that I think you could potentially see for MCC, if I remember. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.